There's a spring in the mountain, and it flows down to the town.
From NPR Music and West Virginia Public Broadcasting, with support provided by Bailey and Glasser and by Wild, Wonderful West Virginia, welcome to another Mountain Stage with your guest host, Conor Knighton.
There's a song in my heart, just a simple little tune. But the rhythm and the melody won't leave me alone. Around the world it's just a simple song. This world is turning round, a simple song. Thank you so much. Welcome to Mountain Stage, live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia. We're at the Culture Center in downtown Charleston today, the home of Mountain Stage, and also my hometown. I cannot tell you what an incredible honor it is to be filling in for Larry Gross. I grew up just a few miles away from this theater, and I always felt lucky to have a show here in town that brought such incredible artists to West Virginia. We are especially lucky tonight. We have a fantastic lineup. In our second hour, we'll be hearing from a band from the other Charleston. Out of South Carolina, Shovels and Rope return to the Mountain Stage. Also next hour, we'll welcome a man from Tennessee who might as well be an honorary West Virginian at this point. He's played here so much. Todd Snider makes his 14th appearance on Mountain Stage. Later this hour, a quartet from Asheville, North Carolina will be making their first appearance on this show, so we've got that in common at least. Whyless will be with us. Also this hour, a man who's played the Mountain Stage before with his quartet, the Old 97s, and as a solo artist, we welcome back Rhett Miller. But first, this year, I have been driving all around the country, doing a series of stories on the national parks for CBS Sunday Morning. And traveling and telling stories is something that Joe Purdy knows quite a bit about. He is a true troubadour. He's based in California, but his albums are meant to be a sort of travel guide for his experiences. They're all self-released. He has sold over 1 million track downloads on iTunes without ever signing to a label. His latest release is out now. It's titled, Who Will Be Next? Please welcome, for the first time to the Mountain Stage, Joe Purdy.
Thank you, Conor. Thank y'all. Y'all are all right. This song's almost a year old here. Well, I wrote this song on New Year's Eve, thinking of days gone by, thinking of all good things to come, and singing that old Lang Syne. And I hope this year won't be like the last. I hope that my money will hold, and I hope that the days won't go by too fast. I hope that my good gal will show. And I hope I can be some use to this world, that I won't be too prideful to try. I realize that sometimes it only takes one to make a difference in another one's life. And I hope I could find me the courage to speak when there's something that needs being said. And I hope that my words will not tear us apart, but to bring people closer instead. And I hope all this useless killing will stop. I hope that the hatred will slow. I hope there's a calm come over the hand of the ones who have anger to show. And I hope that the families displaced by war find a country so brave and so bold, to let down the guards and open their arms to the ones who have nowhere to go. Yeah. And I hope that the rage and flood waters subside, that it rains on dry mountains and fiery hillsides, that the winds of change blow swift through our hearts, that we'll lay down our weapons, not fire the first shot, that the ones who march brave on the streets arm in arm have their stories be told, have their causes live on, that we'll right all the wrongs, put an end to all war, that we'll reach for compassion till there's bloodshed no more, that we teach every child so they might rise above. Yeah, the power means nothing in a world without love. Don't you see? Don't you see? Don't you see? Thank you so much. Thank you. Y'all are all right. That was the first, I guess that was the last song that I wrote last year, obviously. This is the first song I wrote this year. About half an hour later. Well, we left this morning early, trying to beat the snow. Me and my old dog Charlie in the rain. And we drove through Oklahoma with a long, long way to go. And wondering how we got this far and why we came this way. And maybe I'll play for all the people I can find. Maybe I'll write a hit song and make the big time. Maybe I'll change the world just like my mama said. Maybe I'll just get stoned and call Christine. That's a true story. Well, the wind it blew through Texas on to New Mexico, and the rain turned into sleet, and the sleet turned into snow, and the snow came down in buckets, and the cars they start to slide, and me and my old dog Charlie started looking for a place to hide. And maybe I'll play for all I can find. Maybe I'll write a hit song every day and night. Maybe I'll change the world just like my mama said. Or maybe I'll just get stoned and call Christine. My mother's not crazy about the part of the song where I get stoned, but she said the rest she likes all right. Well, we made it through the snowstorm, feeling lucky to be alive. So stopped in for a coffee. Charlie pissed on the Great Divide. Finally made it to California, where me and Charlie stayed. We laid down but feeling hopeful and ready for another day. And maybe I'll play for all the people I can find. Maybe I'll go to Nashville and hit the big time. Maybe I'll go see Bonnie not know what to say. Maybe I'll just get stoned. Maybe I'll play for all the people I can find. And maybe I'll write a hit song and make the big time. Maybe I'll change the world just like my mama said. Maybe I'll just get stoned. Call Christine. Thanks so much. Oh, my goodness. Y'all are just beautiful. Thank you so much. I still have a place back in Arkansas, and I've been staying there a lot lately just because I've been kind of hubbing out of there with a lot of travel on this side of the country. But my place got broken into a week and a half ago or so, and so that was horrible. But nothing that couldn't be replaced. And they actually went to the trouble of taking my guitar and putting it in the case, and then they carried it downstairs to the back door where they broke the glass, and they just left it sitting there. And I thought, finally, some robbers with some couth. And everybody told me that, you know, they just had their hands full and they were taking everything else and they were planning to come back. And I thought, no, they're just being sweet. Anyway, this song's about robbers, and I'm lately having second thoughts about glorifying them. But I'm going to play this anyway. One more drink for a split town, pulled up in a rose pink Cadillac. He was singing with the top-down girl from the north to Dylan and Johnny Cash. He won the car in the card game, listens to the boss, keeps his clothes in a gunny sack. She said, I tell you what, sailor, if you take me out of here, I'll do anything that you ask. 'Cause I don't want to die like the people down here, but I feel that I'm fading fast. And he looked over to a chestnut hair, said, I don't believe in love. But he knew good and well she was the only girl there, so he figured it was close enough. So they hopped in the car, rolled the windows down far, and they headed through the desert plains. And they didn't even mind when they crossed the state line and the sky opened up with rain. Yeah, they went 3 states before they even spoke a word. He leaned over just to ask her name. She said, take me to the 61 highway, sailor, and you can call me Queen Jane. 'Cause the only thing I took from the town was a crown that I stole from a beauty queen. And he looked over to her deep green eyes and knew that she was just as cold as him. And he pulled his car over and the pistol from the side and told Janie about his plans. So they went to the store, she put the gas in the car, came out running with a case of beer. And he hopped in the back with the money in the sack, yeah, and Janie, she took the wheel. And they ran off in a haze in a sweet summer blaze to the bullets of the cashier. She said, keep your head down, sailor, 'cause I might need you later, just holler if you can hear. 'Cause I'm gonna need a man, not a farmer girl tan, and a Cadillac souvenir. And they hid out beneath a railroad bridge and they made love all night. Watch the sun come up across the ridge from a hilltop out of sight. They hit 5 more states in the small town banks where they knew that they could get out fast. They had the time of the life, but they had to have a talk 'cause they knew that it couldn't last. Made friends with a man at the Mexico border, and they left him with a bag of cash. She said, I tell you what, sailor, I don't care about the money, but I'm happy that we passed. 'Cause I'm feeling pretty tired and I'm carrying your child, and we both need to rest. So they settled down to a house by the water where they would live to be old and gray. And many years later, when the kids were all older, they would tell them about the good old days. The end. Thank you so much. What a pleasure to be here. This is such a beautiful place to play. What a beautiful crew here as well. Just most wonderful people you could ever ask for. Please give Jimmy a hand for doing the front of house sound for us this evening too. I got no excuses, my friend. Thank you. And keep it going for Rich on the monitors for me tonight. Thank you so much, buddy. As Conor was saying, I grew up in the Ozark Mountains in Arkansas, and I'm a hillbilly through and through. So this sort of, caring about things is it's new to me, and it's highly uncomfortable as well. Trying to work my way through it in public, apparently. But when I first started, I made a record this year, and in the earlier part of this year, and it's sort of it's been really blowing up the internet. That's not true. I don't know why I said that. That's not. But I did make one, and I made the better part of it actually at the end of last year, I guess. And when I wrote the whole record, it was sort of at the beginning of me. When I first started really caring about things, I'd get real mad about them, and I wrote the whole record with kind of a silver tongue, and I went home for the holidays to see my folks, and I stayed up on Christmas Eve with my mother till like 3 or 4 in the morning, which we never do. And she gave me a good talking to, and my mother is a saint. She's the most beautiful woman in the world, and she's so supportive and never tells me what to do. But she was a school teacher for 40 years, so if she does tell you what to do, you better listen. And she told me that if I wanted to make a difference in anybody's lives, really for the better, that I had to figure out a way to take the anger out of my message, and I had to figure out a way not to line people up on separate sides of the room over things like politics and stuff like that, and try to meet people on a more basic human level, just trying to talk them into being more kind and patient with one another, and seeing the world through a little bit more compassionate eyes, and unfortunately she was right, and I went back to California and I rewrote the whole record, and it was a huge pain in the ass. But thank God for my mother. And this song's called My Country. And thanks again for listening to me tonight. Thank you, man. My country's tall, my country's wide, my country's gold, and the crops that grow high, where the wildflowers bloom, and the rivers run wild. My country's tall, my country's wide. Now I've seen the red tails flying up to The sky's so big, you can't figure it out. And desert's so red, and the canyon's so deep. Water so clear, and the valley's so green. Now I've seen migrant workers up from Mexico way, and they're picking down oranges, a few dollars a day, to send back to their children so they may survive, and hoping someday for American lives. Now out on the prairie where the buffaloes roam, we're tearing down buildings and we're taking back loans, and we're driving fine cars up to trailer homes. My country's rich, my country's strong. Now I've heard the fireworks on the 4th of July, but I've seen little bighorn of the Indians ride, forced on reservations and are stripped of their ways. Well, they try to fight back and we lock them away, 'cause we wave the red and the white and the blue. But there's people so troubled they can hardly get through. If your family was starving and you couldn't feed one, would you reconsider, my friends, what had to be done? Now the temperature's rising, so the scientists say, and that hole's getting bigger, yeah, with each passing day. And Mad Mother Nature and a damaging wind and a raging flood waters till the levees cave in. Still I will defend her up to my dying breath, but I will not charge blindly towards every new threat with false information like we've done before. Yeah, it leads to dead soldiers and orphans of war. Now my biggest fear is that it will all end, that the missiles start flying and the nukes will come in with nothing left over, no hope to live on. When that war is over, my country's gone. So listen, my brothers and my sisters alike, stop fighting your neighbors, stop taking up sides, learn to love one another before it's too late. start working together, our country to save. Thank you so much.
Joe Purdy. His latest release is out now. It's called Who Will Be Next, on his own Mudtown Crier Records. Joe Purdy. And now it's time to welcome our Mountain Stage Band, along with Julie Adams. The Mountain Stage Band is led by Ron Soul on acoustic guitar, Michael Lipton on electric guitar, Ryan Kennedy also on electric guitar, Bob Thompson on piano, Ahmed Solomon on drums, Steve Hill on bass. Julie Adams will be singing Sing About It by the Wood Brothers. Please welcome Julie Adams.
If you get too worried, what you ought to do is sing. If you get worried, what you ought to do is sing. If you get worried, what you ought to do is sing. Sing about your trouble, and it just might pass. If you get lost, what you ought to do is sing. If you get lost, what you ought to do is sing. If you get lost, what you ought to do is sing. Sing about your trouble, and it just might pass. Sing about your trouble, and it just might pass. Sing about joy. Sing about love and hope in it lasts. Sing about your trouble, oh, your trouble, and it just might pass. Oh, it just might pass. If you get broken, what you ought to do is sing. If you get broken, what you ought to do is sing. If you get broken, what you ought to do is sing. Sing about your trouble, and it just might pass. Sing about your trouble, and it just might pass. Sing about joy. Sing about love and hope in it lasts. Sing about your trouble, oh, your trouble, and it just might pass. Oh, it just might pass. You know it just might pass. Sing about it, sing about it, sing about it. Oh yeah, just might pass. Hey, yeah, it just might pass. Hear me singing. Oh yeah, I'm singing, and it just might pass.
Julie Adams and the Mountain Stage Band. You're listening to Mountain Stage, live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia. Major funding for Mountain Stage is provided by Bailey & Glasser LLP, a nationwide law firm born in West Virginia, with offices in Charleston, Philadelphia, Morgantown, D.C., Boston, Alabama, and Delaware. Details are at baileyandglasser.com. And by Wild Wonderful West Virginia, celebrating the diversity of live music in the Mountain State. From new grass to indie pop, at outdoor festivals or in coffee houses, your next mountain experience begins with the new Go2WV mobile app, available for iOS and Android on iTunes and Google Play. Additional support provided by the Charleston, West Virginia Convention and Visitors Bureau, showing the world why Charleston is hip, historic, and almost heaven. Your adventure starts online at charlestonwv.com. You're listening to Mountain Stage on NPR. If you have questions or suggestions for us, our email address is larry@mountainstage.org. You can also connect with us on Facebook, peek behind the scenes on our Tumblr, Instagram, and Twitter. All those links are at our website, mountainstage.org. Mountain Stage has always been a home for singer-songwriters, but it's rare to find so many of them in the same band. River Whyless has earned praise for their imaginative harmonies, their lyrics, their textures. They're from the mountains of Asheville, North Carolina, but they cut their most recent record, We All the Light, in a woodshed in Maine. Every day, before they'd press record, they'd help haul logs across that property. It's a job that took all four of them to finish, and it helped inspire a sound that is all about collaboration. Please welcome, for the first time to the Mountain Stage, River Whyless.
Feel the sea breeze, watch the bent trees, smell the salt, smell it all. Run to forest, old and precious, taste the game, though we've changed. You can return again. My mother, my love, my friend. save me now. How I need you now. Could you hear it ring? Could you hear our childhood sing? All right. Thank you.
Thanks. This next song is called Life Crisis, and I wrote it in anger in 5 minutes for an ex-boyfriend who was, while we were dating, he decided he wanted to visit his ex-girlfriend and have a long conversation about whether they should be together still while he was with me. So it was sort of a weird situation, and the only thing I could think was write a song and maybe he'll understand what I feel. So that's how I feel. And it's coming your way in 2 seconds.
Try not to let it show, but all your friends and family seem to notice. I hope it gets to you when you are ready. I am telling you all my thoughts as you empty out your pockets for the plane ticket that you lost. Be safe, you fool, in New York City. Be safe, you fool, in New York City. Oh, I won't break you in. I've tried it before and I'll try it again. But if this time you feel your shell has grown too thin, then I would lend you my skin. I'd lend you my skin. Heard you were rolling in the good times out west. Went to the desert to find your destiny and place. Did it set you straight in your life crisis? Did you see me floating there above your body like an angel suspended or an enemy you failed to recognize?
Was I there that night? Did I haunt you? Was I there that night? Could I say you?
I won't break you in. And I like the fight with you, you like to win. But if this time you feel my love has grown too thin, then I would lend you my skin. I'd lend you my skin.
Thank you.
That's my mom's favorite song. I always feel weird dedicating it to her because it's called Life Crisis. And I don't want anyone to think my mom's having a life crisis. But maybe she has plans. Maybe that's why she's ahead of me a few steps. This next song is called All Day, All Night, and it was written in the woodshed that was mentioned earlier. Hauling logs the old-fashioned way, where you hammer a mechanism into the front and rear of the log, and you haul the log as a foursome like oxen through the woods, over hills and through ditches and through all the bramble that exists in Maine woods, with flies chasing you in tow. And doing that every morning, it sounds maybe miserable, but it was amazing, and it gave us a lot of energy to write this next song.
It's called All Day, All Night.
One, two, three, four. All day, all night, 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 all day, all night. So you thought you caught me licking my wounds on a mountain bog, looking at the Halloween leaves through the eyes of God. Yeah, well, so what if I was? So what if I wasn't? If you opened me up like I just been cut, like I just been cut. Oh, Marina, all day coming down. Oh, Marina, all day your face on the ground. Not too long ago you chased the sun, craved it on your skin, and the girl inside you applauding. Now light the mullein in your cigarette as you face the man around your neck and talk about how you just need to breathe. Oh, Marina, all day your face on the ground. All night you try to erase it. All day coming down. Oh.
So this is our first time at Mountain Stage, and it's quite an honor to be here. So thank you for listening.
To God in the morning when you're sober. You can talk to me when you're all messed up tonight. Well, I know I'm not the best at healing, but it's all I have, and to share my floors with you. Well, you're all I have, and to share my floors with you. Baby, why do you love me so sweetly now? Ah, baby brother, why do you love me so sweetly now? Welcome in my cabin anytime you like. I'm burning up all the spruce and pine. I know it's not the best at heating us. Well, I know I'm not the best at healing us, but we all deserve the light. We all deserve the light. We all deserve the light. Baby brother, why do you love me so sweet? We all deserve the light. Oh, baby brother, why do you love me so sweet? We all deserve the light. Why do you love me so sweet? We all deserve the light. Why do you love me so
Thank you all. Thanks so much.
River Whyless. You can pick up their most recent release, We All the Light. They are Hallie Anderson, Ryan O'Keefe, Daniel Sheeran, and Alex McWalters. RiverWhyless.com. Remember, if you missed part of Mountain Stage or want to hear something again, visit the podcast section of mountainstage.org. That's how I listen to the show when I'm out on the road. Each podcast includes songs not heard on the radio, and the complete finale song. Take a moment to subscribe, rate, and review the show on iTunes or wherever you get your podcasts. For more Mountain Stage performances, go to viewhouse.com, that's VUHAUS.com, or download the Viewhouse app on iTunes or the Google Play Store. When Rhett Miller isn't writing songs, he's writing short stories, essays, and articles that have appeared everywhere from McSweeney's to The Atlantic, which I think is pretty cool. You've most likely heard him first as the frontman of the old 97s, but Rhett has released 7 solo albums as well. His most recent is The Traveler, featuring Black Prairie. The Texas natives lived on both coasts and now calls New York home. Please welcome back to the Mountain Stage, Rhett Miller.
Thank you, Conor. Thank you, Mountain Stage. I'm so happy and honored to be back here. And it's true, I was here in the first show after the 30th anniversary, and I got to play with a band I had just met, a band called Black Prairie. And we played a few songs together, and we fell in love with each other, and I went off to Portland, and I just made a record with those guys. This is off that record. Drove a powder blue pickup truck to the edge of town. We had a picnic on a blanket on a hill as the sun beat down. Well, I pulled you close and took your little hand in mine. I think I love you most in the summertime. Don't give up on me. Don't give up on me. We were sleeping in a state park underneath the camper's shell. Barometric pressure going crazy, it was raining like hell. My fingers found the notches on your spine. I think I love you most in the summertime. Don't give up on me. Don't give up on me. Yeah, I think I love you most in the summertime. Got our clothes off, hanging on the line. Think I love you most in the summertime. And I just might make it as long as you're still mine. We drove a powder blue pickup truck to the Greyhound stop. You bought a $12 ticket and a $2 bottle of pop. I pulled you close and I lied I'd be fine. I think I love you most in the summertime. Don't give up on me. Don't give up on me. Yeah, think I love you most in the summertime. Got our clothes off, hanging on the line. Think I love you most in the summertime. Oh, and I just might make it as long as you're still mine. And I just might make it as long as you're still mine. Think I love you most in the summertime. I think I love you most in the summertime. I think I love you most in the summertime. Think I love you most in the summertime. you very much, y'all. Since I've been to Mountain Stage, the old 97s, my band has put a new record out called Most Messed Up. It's I think it's our 900th album, I'm pretty sure. It's something like that. We've been a band for 23 years, and this next song is the true story of that. We've been doing this longer than you've been alive, propelled by some mysterious drive. And they still let me do it, as weird as that seems. I do it most nights and then again in my dreams. Infinite hallways and giant hotels. Dressing room looks about as good as it smells. Bottles of whiskey, bottles of beer. Well, there's a bottle of medicine somewhere around here. We've been in nightclubs and we've been in bars, honky-tonks and theaters from Memphis to Mars. Oh, most of our shows were a triumph of rock, although some nights I might have been checking the clock. I'm only human, though I'm super at times. Well, I've jumped off of risers I should not have climbed. Rock jumps won't kill you till one of them does. Say he died doing what he loved. Oh, we got our share of loving in our past, although we were all looking for someone who'd last. Well, it must be hard to get partnered with me. Some narcissism, some OCD. Oh, but love that comes easy is a fake or a fluke. Love is a marathon, sometimes you puke. Oh, speaking of which, there has been alcohol, oceans and oceans, but that isn't all. Mountains of weed, a handful of pills, none of the hard stuff, that stuff kills. Doing it longer than you've been alive, 20 good years of about 25. Rock and roll's been very, very good to me. The open road's the only place I want to be. I'm not crazy about songs that get self-referential. And most of this stuff should be kept confidential. Oh, but who even gives half a care anymore? You should know the truth, it's both a blast and a bore. Rock stars were once such mythical creatures, up there with presidents, playmates, and preachers. Oh, now you just do it 'cause it's what you do. They throw underwear instead of money at you. I made a living out of shaking my ass. Oh, but if you offer me your office, I'd have to pass. But our jobs are all jobs and sometimes they suck. I love what I do and I've had pretty good luck. The fans are all clapping, screaming and squealing. I won't lie to you, that's a pretty sweet feeling. I might butt heads with the guys in my band, but I never once went to work for the man. Oh, but the men and the women like you, him and her, we're sharing this night that'll soon be a blur. We're doing it longer than you've been alive. So get on the bus and tell the driver to drive. Rock and roll's been very, very good to me. The open road's the only place I want to be. Yeah, rock and roll's been very, very good to me. The open road's the only place I want to be. Yeah, the open road's the only place I want to be. Yeah, yeah. very much. So recently, some folks put together a charity record, and it was an album of tributes to a tribute song, whatever. It was covers of our songs. It was very weird. I felt like I was, Tom Sawyer attending my own funeral or whatever. But it was sweet. I was touched by it after I got over being freaked out about it. And one of the coolest things was my buddy who's been here on the Mountain Stage many, many times, Hayes Carl, did a song. And it was funny because he called me up the night before he was supposed to go into the studio, and he said, oh man, Rhett, I don't know what song of yours I should do. And I said, I know, they're all so good, right? And we went through it, and they were always, oh, that's too weird, that's too hard. And then I realized there's a song the Old 97s did on this newest record of ours. And the way that my band did it in typical Old 97s fashion was it was just like any job that could be done with like a tiny screwdriver gets done with a hammer. So we recorded this song with the sonic equivalent of a hammer, and Hayes was sweet enough to take it and strip it back down and pull the love song out of this. It's called Let's Get Drunk and Get It On. Your eyes are the color of the earth as seen from outer space. You got a gorgeous face, though it's a little odd. Tell me that you like the songs that tell the story of, oh yeah, real love, the kind that's flawed. Let's drink whiskey and do it all night long. Oh, let's get drunk and get it on. I'll take you to a cheap hotel out on the interstate. Well, you look so great to me. This is the perfect place for a rendezvous. Oh yeah, it's got a rotten view, but the ice is free. Let's drink whiskey and do it all night long. Oh, let's get drunk and get it on. Woo! Lay out a blanket beneath the water tower. Watch the meteor shower. Heaven on display. All we got right here, right now. Lucky us. It's wondrous. What a perfect day. Drink champagne and make love all night long. Oh, let's get drunk and get it on. Let's drink whiskey and do it all night long. Oh, let's get drunk and get it on. Let's get drunk and get it on. Oh yeah! Woo! Let's get drunk and get it on. Oh yeah! Woo! Thank you very much. So the Old 97s, we got a new record coming out in February, and it's already done. So these songs are burning a hole in my pocket. And if it's all right with you, I'd like to try a brand new one out on y'all tonight. I've already gotten in a little bit of trouble over this, but you guys just remember that sometimes a guy writes a song, and the person in the song is a narrator. See, there's a narrative remove. Like the guy singing the song isn't me necessarily. So I'm just pointing that out. The song's called Jesus Loves You. Jesus loves you more than I do, just because he doesn't know you. Not like I do. Jesus says you'll get salvation if you just keep on waiting and reading the same book over and over again. Talk to him all night, but I'm right here. Oh, he makes wine from water, but I just bought you a beer. You say Jesus loves you, and I say, what about me? Maybe Jesus loves you, but where the hell is he? He's got the power and the glory. He's got a pretty kick-ass story. And what do I got? I got the hots for you. He's got the whole world in his hands. I got Lone Star in cans, and I'm bringing one over to you. I'm sitting down next to you. Oh, I'm not discounting the Sermon on the Mountain. Oh, when I was little, you know they dunked me in the fountain. Told me I was born again, but since then I've been torn. And when I think about making love with you, I know it would be more than sin. I'm a real person, a real live person. And you can do a whole lot worse than ending up with me then, even though I'm a heathen. Not everybody out here is connecting like we've been. I'll take you to the river. Let me take you to the river. Oh, I will deliver you. Oh, pray to him all night, but I'm your man. Oh, he can walk on water, but I'll kiss you on the sand. You say Jesus loves you, and I say, what about me? Maybe Jesus loves you, but where the hell is he? You say Jesus loves you, and I say, what about me? Oh, maybe Jesus loves you, but where the hell is he? Oh, Jesus loves you more than I do, just because he doesn't know you, not like I do. Thank you, West Virginia. Thank you, Mountain Stage. I love this lineup tonight. These are some of my favorite artists. I'm going to play this one more for you. I'm going to go sit on the side of the stage and be enthralled. Oh, I got a time bomb in my mind, Mom. I hear it ticking, but I don't know why. I'd call the police, but they don't like me. I hear them whispering when I walk by. Oh, I got a landmine in my bloodline. I'm not immune to getting blown apart. She like a claymore, that's what she's there for. She's waiting around here to get blown apart. Oh, having her on my brains like getting hit by a train. She's gonna kill me. Oh, Celeste. Oh, Celeste. Oh, Celeste. Oh, Celeste. Time bomb in my mind, Mom. It's gonna go off, but I don't know when. I need a doctor to extract her. I got a feeling she get right back in again. Oh, I got a time bomb in my mind, Mom. I've got it badly for a stick-leg girl. She's gonna kill me, and I don't mean softly. I got it badly for a stick-leg girl. Having her on my brains like getting hit by a train. She's gonna kill me. Oh, Celeste. Oh, Celeste. Oh, Celeste. Oh, Celeste.
Rhett Miller. His latest album is The Traveler, featuring Black Prairie. He's also got a CD of his favorite cover songs called The Interpreter, recorded at Largo in Los Angeles, which is my second favorite place to hear live music. Also, the new Old 97s album is going to be coming out in February. It's called Graveyard Whistling. We want to say a special hello to people listening at KGLT in Bozeman, Montana, and WAMC in Albany, New York. Thank you for listening. We hope you'll be listening next week for a special Best Of edition of Mountain Stage, including Judy Collins, Ari Hest, Brett Dennen, and more. You're listening to Mountain Stage, live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia. Mountain Stage is supported in part by this station and by West Virginia Public Broadcasting. Hotel accommodations for Mountain Stage guests are provided by the Charleston Marriott Town Center Hotel, centrally located for the business and pleasure traveler in downtown Charleston's retail district. You're listening to Mountain Stage on NPR. Welcome back to the second hour of Mountain Stage, live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia. I'm Conor Knighton, guest hosting for Larry Gross. Still to come this hour, we'll hear from Shovels and Rope. But to start off this hour, we've got a gentleman who's been coming to Mountain Stage for more than 20 years. This is his 14th appearance on the show. But even if you've heard him before, you haven't heard anything like his latest album, East Side Bulldog. It's a party record from a folk singer. The East Side is East Nashville, and the Bulldog, well, I'm pretty sure that's Todd Snider. He says what he thinks, he sings what he feels. Rolling Stone has called him America's sharpest musical storyteller. At Mountain Stage, we call him a regular who is anything but ordinary. Please give it up for Todd Snider.
Next speedball, way to highway. The needle is broken, there ain't no telling on gas. A highway dog plays a Russian roulette in and out of the sun under the overpass. My love, why on earth they say only heaven knows why we turn every last word ever heard on each other over where everybody goes. I know, I think, therefore I am because I am, or so I thought I was. When in Rome they say shoot Roman candles that way. Nobody thinks you're crazy.
Passing it back and forth like a 5th of July. Realize I can't tell you what to tell yourself. But if we're still not what you thought you wanted, well then you can't deny it, baby, we were something else. Oh, 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 my love. Why on earth they say only heaven knows why we turn every last word ever heard on each other over where everybody goes. I know, I think, therefore I am because I am, oh so I thought I was. But when in Rome they say shoot Roman candles that way, nobody thinks you're crazy. We don't leave the one that we fell for, or we leave who we just can't believe that they have become. Leaving, Lord, I don't mind as much hell get left behind. Why on earth they say only heaven knows why we turn every last word ever heard on each other over where everybody goes. I know, I think, therefore I am because I am, oh so I thought I was. When in Rome they say shoot Roman candles that way, nobody thinks you're crazy. Crazy. Thank you. It's always great to be on Mountain Stage. My name's Todd Snider. I've been driving around doing this forever, man. Whew, I make this stuff up. I sing it for anybody that will listen to it. I like to let people know every time I sing that over the course of my portion of the show, I'm probably going to be sharing some of my opinions with you. And that's not going to be because I think that they're smart opinions or that I think I have opinions people should hear. I'm going to share my opinions with you because they rhyme. I didn't come down here to change anybody's mind about anything. I do this to ease my own mind about everything. Last time oh, thank you. That works every time. The last time I said an opinion and it didn't rhyme, I lost every friend I had. I was at a party just the other day. Every friend I had. It was one of the debates, and I came out of the kitchen, and the candidates were on TV, and I said, "Oh, I love them." Lost every friend I had. Nowhere to go. No one to call. There's nothing to do but except for nothing at all. The same old climb up the same old wall that I have fallen down before. You see, I've been down. I've been a little bit depressed. I'm overworked and I'm overstressed. But deep in my heart, I know I'm blessed. Lord, I ain't gonna cry no more. I ain't gonna cry, I ain't gonna scream, I ain't letting nobody kick a hole in my dream. I ain't gonna be falling apart at the seam like I've always done before. You see, I've used my fists, I've used my voice, I've used myself like a cheap Rolls Royce. I never knew that I could just use my choice. I ain't gonna cry no more, except for sometime. You see, people talk behind people's backs. We scheme and we plot and we plan the attacks. But someday soon we're gonna be switching tracks in a way that this world can't ignore. So call up all of your buddies, call all of your friends, call up all your enemies and make amends. We're throwing the party, letting everybody in. Lord, I ain't gonna cry no more. That's right, I said, I ain't gonna cry. I ain't gonna cry. I ain't gonna cry no more. Lord, Lord, I said I throw in that party, let anybody in. Oh, you ain't gonna cry no more. Thank you. In my free time, I like to jam. By that, I mean, like, I like to go to those, there's a point to what I just brought up to. I like to go to those shows where the band, like, everybody's hula hooping or hacky sacking, and you can smell it before you even get to it. And like, even if the band has, like, a story song where, like, there's somebody that goes into the woods and they get lost, and then the guitar player takes a solo, and like when they get back from the solo, nobody cares about the guy in the woods because everybody's just been, the solo's like an hour long. Everyone just spins around in a circle, and the guys like wear dresses, and the chicks have hairy armpits, but they'll make out with anybody, you know. That's my thing. I like to do that. There's a point to that, though. I like to go see bands like Widespread Panic. That's my favorite group. Chris Robinson Brotherhood, Derek Trucks, Fish, that stuff. You go and it's the crowd is as much of the show as the band. It reminds me of what my dad said church was going to be the first time we went, because he said it's going to be a celebration of life and with music. And then we got there, I thought, oh, somebody died or something. They canceled this. But then he was like, no, this is it. But then when I saw the Dead, I thought, that's what I thought he was about to take me to, you know? It feels like gratitude to me. So I go to that and I get into it and I spin around in a circle. You kind of got to take acid for it to really work good. Try it, you know, try it. But I like to spin in a circle right in the front. And one year, there's a point to this. One year I was in San Francisco and I got to meet David Schools, who plays bass guitar for Widespread, and he's one of my favorite musicians ever, and he was showing me some guitar stuff, and then he ended up coming out on stage, and then afterwards of the show I asked him if we could do it again. He said, let's form a band. And I thought, what am I gonna do in the group, you know? But he said I would sing, not play guitar, just sing. And we'd be a jam band, which means the songs, I would just be standing there like this most of the time, you know? I don't even have a guitar. I just have a 10-foot better seat than I had before, you know? And then I mostly do talking instead of singing. But then I thought, if I saw a jam band that I really liked, and they were jamming out, and the singer was clearly chosen based on his enthusiasm, it wouldn't kill my buzz. I'd just keep spinning around. So I thought, forget it, I'll go. I'll do this thing. And so I joined this band called the Hardworking Americans. And we jammed on, man. We're a superhero group. We jam out and we solve crimes. And And the reason I'm telling you that is because the only thing we care about getting people to do is dance. I would never talk this long because they'd already be making people dance. And everybody else in the group, their other group, that's all they do in that group is make people dance. My thing that I do is more like this. And so when people that usually support them come to see us, they dance. When people that usually support me come to see us, sometimes they wait around by the bus and they say, "What was that?" I paid for that. Because I'll be standing there most of the show. But, so I wanted to tell you, if you're out there within the sound of my voice, that if you've ever seen me play at all, and you come out to support that, I hope you won't think that's what I'm doing now. That's just what I'm doing that night. And if you ask around, you can too. Conservative Christian, right-wing Republican, straight white American males, gay-bashing, black-fearing, war-fighting, tree-killing, regional leaders of sales, shirt-tucking, frat-housing, cake-tapping, backslapping, hater of hippies like me, the tree-hugging, peace-loving, pot-smoking, porn-watching, lazy-ass hippies like me. Tree-hugging, peace-loving, pro-choicing, gay wedding, widespread panic-digging hippies like me. Skin-color blinded, conspiracy-minded, protesters of corporate greed. We who have nothing and most likely will until we've all end up locked up in jails. By conservative Christian, right-wing Republican, straight white American male. Diamonds and notes, boys and girls, we're living together in two separate worlds. We're following leaders up mountains of shame. We're looking for someone to blame. Well, I know who I like to blame. Conservative Christian, right-wing Republican, straight white American males, soul-saving, flag-waving, rush-loving, land-paving, personal friends to the quails. Remember the quails? Quite diligently, we're working so hard to keep the free reins of this democracy. From tree-hugging, peace-loving, pot-smoking, porn-watching, lazy-ass hippies like me. Tree-hugging, peace-loving, barefoot and folk singing, lazy-ass hippies like me. Tree-hugging, peace-loving, jam band lead singing, lazy-ass hippies like me. One time I was at this drive-through window waiting to get some food, and the guy in front of me was driving an expensive car, and he was also wearing a fancy suit. And I could tell that he was wearing a fancy suit because he was leaning out the window of his car about halfway, yelling at who had ever given him his food. And I was behind him in my old car, wondering what could have possibly gone so wrong with some food. And when it come my turn to get my food, I look in the window there, and I seen this high school kid sweat all on his face. And I was immediately overwhelmed with empathy for that old man in that fancy car. And I'll tell you why. Because I can't even imagine what it wouldn't even matter what you had if what you had to do to get what you had turned you into that kind of person before you could even get home with it. You don't really have it. Sure, you might have some money, but the people that are helping you spend it, they don't like you. And as I was driving home, I wondered to myself what kind of a day you would have to act that way at the drive-through window. And I made up these words that I would like to sing for you now. They named that dang old kiss-ass Handelman, vice president of human resources or something. He stood up and made a speech about how we was all gonna have to work even harder now. I thought, harder now? Harder at what? I would give anything to get up and walk out of here, but I am stuck on the corner of sanity and madness. I'm looking them over, I can't see no difference. We're making money out of paper, paper out of trees. We're making so much money we can hardly breathe. You ought to hear the stuff that I get from my daughter. She says she can't stand the sight of the car I bought her. It's gonna ruin her life forever if she don't ride a ragtop. Her and her mother spend my money pretty much non-stop. They're trying to break us for the sake of our neighborhood. They need everybody up and down our street to think we're doing good. We're stuck on the corner of sanity and madness. I'm looking them over, can't see no difference. We make that money out of paper, the paper out of trees. We're making so much money we can hardly breathe. I didn't even want to study economics. My parents made me because they said it would be practical. I can't make my kid do a goddamn thing I tell him to. That kid's an unrepentant radical. He is as unimpressed by these plaques in my cubicle as I'm secretly impressed with his ability to look at everything so completely irresponsibly. I'm stuck on the corner of sanity and madness. Looking them over, I can't see no difference. We're making money out of paper, paper out of trees. We're making so much money we can hardly breathe. Oh, look out. Well, you know, now I have to call him Mr. Handelman. Drove home from work as mad as I'd ever been, and then I nearly jerked this kid out of a drive-through window. He said, will that be everything? I said, what would you know? You are looking at a man about to buy his kid a rag top. What are you driving? A bicycle, you little punk. I'm stuck on the corner of sanity and madness. But yeah, I'm looking them over, I can't see no difference. We're making money out of paper, paper out of trees. Making so much money we can hardly breathe. Making so much money we can hardly breathe. Making so much money, I said we're making so much money we can hardly breathe. They say that 3% of people use 5 to 6% of their brain. 97% use just 3%, and the rest go down the drain. I'll never know which one I am, but I'll bet you my last dime. 99% think we're 3%, 100% of the time. They say 60% of all the world's statistics are made up right there on the spot. 83.4% of people believe those, whether they're even accurate statistics or not. I don't know what you believe, but I do know there's no doubt I'll need another double shot of something 90 proof. I've got too much to think about. It's too much to think about, too much to figure out. Stuck between hope and doubt, there's too much to think about. They say 70% of everything you learn in college, you're not gonna need. 84% of everything that you got, you bought that just to satisfy your greed, cause you know that 90% of this world population link your possessions to your success. Even though 98% of the wealthiest 1% of this population drinks to an alarming excess. More money, more stress, I guess. It's too much to think about, too much to figure out. Stuck between hope and doubt. Oh, it's too much to think about, too much to think about. They say 80% of all statisticians truly hate their freaking job. The average bank robber lives within, say, 20 miles of the bank that he robbed. There's this little bank not so far from here. I've been watching it now for a while. It seems like lately all that I can think about is how bad I want to go out in style. It's too much to think about, it's too much to figure out. Stuck between hope and doubt. It's too much to think about, it meant it's too much to think about. Well, alright, but too much to think about. What did you? Smoking on black Cadillac, the engine winding down. I park it up on the sidewalk, it be on the whole downtown. I hear I'm talking to some chick through a thick ghost of smoke, through a thicker haze of southern comfort and cold. Say, girl, you're hotter than the hinges hanging off the gates of hell. Don't be afraid to turn to me, baby, if he don't treat you well. And by he meant me. So I left and I shook his hand. He laughed a little bit louder as he would yell up at the band to play a train song. Pour me one more round, make them leave my boots on the day to lay me down. I am a runaway locomotive, not on one track mind. Looking for any kind of trouble that I can find. I got this old black leather jacket, got this a pack of Marlboro Red. I got a stash here in my pocket, I got thoughts in my own head. The right to run until I gotta walk, until I've gotta crawl. I got this moment that I'm in right now and nothing else at all. I play a train song, or pour me one more out. Make them leave my boots on the day they lay me down. I am a runaway, a locomotive, I'm out of my one-track mind. In the television blizzard light, we looked around this place. We found him cold there on the sofa, a little smile across his face. And though I tried with all of my sadness, I could never weep for a man who looked to me like he died, laughing in his sleep, singing a train song, drinking one last round. Made him leave his boots on the day that laid him down. It was a runaway, a locomotive, he was out of his one-track mind. Play a train song, Play train song, play train song. Having a really good time. It's always so fun to get to play Mountain Stage. I haven't played anything off my new album. It's terrible. I should be ashamed, but I'm not. I made the whole thing up in one night. This song was my parents used to dance around to this song. You know that I live in a neighborhood, East Nashville, where there's just a ton of young songwriters. In fact, the album I like the most is this young girl, Rory Carroll, is opening this tour for me. Her record's called Love is an Outlaw. That's the record to get. She's back there somewhere. This is a song I learned off a Guy Lombardo record, and I'm gonna get Rory to come play it with me, or sing it with me. Work and work all day long, you're always on the go. You never take a minute off, you're too busy making dough. Someday for sure you're gonna see the world when you're a millionaire. But how far are you gonna travel in some old rocking chair? Enjoy yourself, it's later than you think. Enjoy yourself while you're still in the pink. These years go by as quickly as they wink. Enjoy yourself, it's later than you think. You're going to take an ocean trip, no matter come what may. You've got your reservations, but you just can't get away. Someday for sure you're gonna see the world, you're really gonna get it wrong. But how far are you gonna travel if you're 6 feet underground? Enjoy yourself, it's later than you think. Enjoy yourself while you're still in the pink. These years go by as quickly as they wink. Enjoy yourself, it's later than you think. You worry when the weather's cold, you worry when it's hot. You worry when you're doing well, and you worry when you're not. It's worry all of the time, you don't know how to laugh. Gonna think of something funny when we write your epitaph. Enjoy yourself, it's later than you think. Enjoy yourself while you're still in the pain. These years go by as quickly as they wane. Enjoy yourself, it's later than you think. Enjoy yourself, it's later than you think. Thanks y'all for letting me be part of this day. I really had a good time.
Todd Snider, everybody.
Todd Snider. His album East Side Bulldog is out now on Aimless Records. He's also in a group called the Hardworking Americans. You can find out all about that at toddsnider.com. Growing up here in Charleston, I used to take piano lessons on Courier Street, and I thought that if I just practiced hard enough at piano, maybe one day I could be on stage. I could be the next Bob Thompson. Well, I'm on a stage next to Bob Thompson, and that is going to have to count. Playing Girl from the North Country by Bob Dylan, here's Bob Thompson. Bob Thompson. To get more of Bob's music, you can visit colortones.com. Mountain Stage's own Bob Thompson. You're listening to Mountain Stage, live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia. Major funding for Mountain Stage is provided by Bailey & Glasser, LLP, a nationwide law firm born in West Virginia with offices in Charleston, Philadelphia, Morgantown, D.C., Boston, Alabama, and Delaware. Details at baileyglasser.com. And by Wild, Wonderful West Virginia, celebrating the diversity of live music in the Mountain State from newgrass to indie pop at outdoor festivals or in coffee houses. Your next mountain experience begins with a new Go2WV mobile app available for iOS and Android on iTunes and Google Play. Additional support provided by the Charleston, West Virginia Convention and Visitors Bureau, showing the world why Charleston is hip, and almost heaven. Your adventure starts online at charlestonwv.com. You're listening to Mountain Stage on NPR. You can hear Mountain Stage guest performances, including songs not heard on the radio, at NPR Music. The online address is npr.org/mountainstage. We hope you'll take a look at our website, mountainstage.org. There you'll find links to our podcast, and you can follow us on just about every form of social media. And of course, we invite you to follow us to our next live show. You can find out where we'll be and get your tickets to be part of the audience here on Mountain Stage. And if you have never done that, I highly recommend that experience. All this and more online at mountainstage.org. So, as you know, it is not always easy for a guy from Charleston, West Virginia, to say something nice about Charleston, South Carolina. They're the famous one, the one that invented the dance, the one where my luggage gets sent. I used to have a chip on my shoulder, and I would take comfort in the knowledge that they are not a state capital and that chewy candy bar is disgusting. But then along came Shovels and Rope, and I had to admit, the other Charleston is responsible for something pretty fantastic. Shovels and Rope is Michael Trent and Carrie Ann Hurst, a husband and wife duo who wrote every song and played every instrument on their latest album, Little Seeds. And if that doesn't sound busy enough, they're also new parents. Their songs are extremely personal and extremely powerful, and I hope you love them as much as I do. Please welcome back to the Mountain Stage, Shovels and Rope.
Hey, how y'all doing?
I know exactly what you think you are. I know exactly what you think you are. You left your little notebook laying on the bar. I know exactly what you think you are. Everybody's saying that you're gonna go far. I know exactly what you think you are. I know exactly where you're going next. I know exactly where you're going next. Things are looking good for you, buddy, oh yes. I know exactly where you're going next. You got the smile and the style and the season with the sex. I know exactly where you're going next. Take it all, take it now. Call it even, call it even, call it even, baby, take a bite.
shows we used to hang around. I know exactly where you got that sound. See you in a year on your way back down, 'cause I know exactly where you found that sound. Cause somebody took your town. I know exactly how you feel right now. You know, it used to be a day when I would try to help you out, but I know exactly how you feel. Take it on. Take it now. Call it easy, call it easy, call it easy, baby. Take a bow.
Thank you. Thank you much. We have a new record out this year, this fall. It's called Little Seeds. And this next song is kind of started out to be a serious story about an execution that went terribly wrong. And we were prepared to write, really take a stand about our feelings about the death penalty. And, it turned, unfortunately, into this horrible comic strip of a rock and roll song with a great punchline. And so we put aside our righteousness and wrote a song called Botched Execution, and this is how it goes.
They botched my execution back in 1996. I climbed out of the window and I hopped over the fence. And did myself a tunnel, put my feet on the cement. Started running, ain't nobody seen me since. So now I gotta find a friend, someone to tell I didn't do it. Put my pictures in the paper, there's no way that I can prove it. And the body's in the closet, cause I never got to move it. The neighbor kids are talking, saying everybody knew it. Ain't got nobody left to light. I'm dressed myself in women's clothing. A week that I try to clean myself of all those alibis I have relied on. Now I'm lying on my back, looking at the ceiling when suddenly I'm distracted by that old familiar feeling with the devil in the car that he was stealing. I was showing up for flavors on my thought I would be getting tonight. All my little seeds have grown. Sooner or later, come back home. Well, hitched my skirt, climbed up a car on the railroad.
Found myself gazing down the barrel of the crossroads.
Out of the circus, rob a bank at the payload.
Wait out in the dark without the freezing
Cadillac, looking slowing down the power line, laying on a train, way standing in a puddle, felt the shocking in a ditch. In my final moments, I could hear the lucky judge say, well, I guess the execution when it's scheduled anyway. All my little seeds have grown.
Thank you. How you guys doing out there? You good? We're doing good. We're at the end of a kind of a long tour. We have a little break, about a week off, and this is a nice way to end our first leg.
Yeah.
Mountain Stage.
That's a perfect way to end. It's so nice to be back here. Thank you.
And how about a large round of applause for these fantastic artists that we get to share the stage with tonight.
Nobody wants to follow Todd Snider. That's really hard. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, I would come to the show.
Yeah, I would totally come to the show.
If you're hearing a little something extra special over the radio that you can't quite put your finger on, we're wearing sparkly suits.
Yeah. Yes. We're very fancy now. Make sure everybody knows it.
Born in the summer, handsome and tall, golden child seemed to have it all.
But he was never happy, never sad. Teacher said it's just a phase and you'll grow out of it.
Older than I saw a sign, looking for that magnetic outgoing shine a light kind. One day, the world just lit, hush little baby on a sinking ship. Oh, Johnny, won't you come outside? Don't you know it's not polite to hide? Oh, Johnny, won't you come outside, please? Oh, Johnny, won't you come outside? Don't you know it's not polite to hide? Oh, Johnny, won't you come outside for me?
Sarah said, doctor says it stimulate the dopamine.
Electroshock therapy.
We'll have a well-adjusted member of society. You'll see pretty dreams of meadows, quiet places on a motorcycle riding through the Willamina timber. A warm breeze, a soft trip, mother's little helper and a morphine drip.
Oh, Johnny, won't you come outside? Don't you know it's not polite to hide? Oh, Johnny, won't you come outside, please? Oh, Johnny, won't you come outside? Don't you know it's not polite
in myself. Don't know who I am, I don't know anybody else. Is this my companion? Is this my place? Does this see my eyes? Do I still have my face? 'Cause I had it don't stick with me. I can't operate this confounded machine. Can't move forward and I can't look back. Past and the future just fade your black. I feel like a ship that's sinking down. I put on my headphones and I remember the sound. Mighty memories of who I used to be. Picking out a puzzle that look like me. How can anybody understand? Fading away, I'm the invisible man. Is there anybody who can give me a phone? I hate to repeat it, but it's not my choice. Oh my God, I'm lost in time. Mother's Day, Thanksgiving, Christmas, 4th of July. Ain't a side, I'm on the left or right. Everything confusing and I don't know why. Wait, I do know why. I figured it out. Gonna give her, I can open my mouth. I open my mouth. There's something to say. Same conversation I had yesterday. Yesterday and the day before. Maybe tomorrow, I don't know anymore. Help me, please. I'm lost in myself. Don't know who I am. I don't know anybody else. Is my companions? Is this my place? Can still see my eyes. Do I still have my face? The thoughts I had, they don't stick with me. I can't operate this confounded machine. Can't move forward. Can't look back. The past and the future just fade to black. I feel like a ship that's sinking down. I put on my headphones and I remember the sound. Is there anybody out there who can give me a voice? Hate to repeat it, but it's not my choice. Not my choice. Not my choice. I hate to repeat it, but it's not my choice. Not my choice. Not my choice. I hate to repeat it, but it's not my choice. It's not my choice. It's not my choice. I hate to repeat it, but it's not my choice. Thank you. This next song is well, we there for a couple years we were on a hot streak for going to Mardi Gras, and not like the crazy, like nasty Mardi Gras that you don't want to go to, but the like incredibly beautifully costumed families from every walk of life marauding in the broad daylight together, having the best time Mardi Gras. And that Mardi Gras, it was kind of rainy that Tuesday morning, and we all put on these costumes like the Owl and the Pussycat, the little golden book, and marched with this St. Anne's parade to where our friends got married out on the Mississippi River. And we wrote the song kind of around that time. It's called St. Anne's Parade.
By the looks of everyone, it's been a long 2 weeks. Coming up on the business end of a good luck streak. Gave 'em hell in New York City, headed down to New Orleans, and we drove across Mississippi in the rain. You don't seem to freeze too much down in New Orleans. but the rain can sure wash out the street. Across the snow line, man, it was just in time. They're digging them out everywhere north of the Chesapeake. And I'm up too damn early in the morning, watching the world around me come alive. And I need more fingers to count the ones I love. This life may be too good to survive. We canceled a parade or two for weather. The kings and saints, their robes all soaking wet. We were happy just to all be there together, stoned on the porch, smoking on Nicky's cigarette. And maybe right down this highway now for all these years, breathing in the dust along the way. But it's the kindness of a friend that's what's remembered in the end. It is a debt that is a pleasure to repay. And it never feels like we're getting any older, with the memories build up around the eye. And I need more fingers than I got on my two hands. This life may be too good to survive. We were dressed to celebrate the wedding day. We marched along with the St. Anne's parade, sang out our hearts while they sent away their dead. The sun shone on the river, we began our lives instead. And I'm up too damn early in the morning. I can't remember ever feeling so alive. And I need more fingers to count the ones I love. This life may be too good to survive. This life may be too good to survive. Thank y'all. This has been a lot of fun. Thank you. We just put out a record a few weeks ago. It's called Little Seeds, and there are some very narrative storytelling songs on there, and then there are also some very personal songs. And over this past year, a couple of years, a lot of kind of intense things happened to us. Specifically, we lost a friend to violence, and we just like to. The song that we're about to play was written before that happened, as we were waiting on our daughter to arrive, and so anyways, after that happened, this song kind of meant something different to us, and it's a special. I don't know. It just feels like a special thing every time we get to play it, and we like to dedicate it to him. So this one goes out to Eric. this ride. What a ride. What a ride. What a ride. Well, it hurts and it scars and it aches and it twists, starves and it laughs and it balls up its fists. It's crooked and it hollows and it soothes and it breaks and it grows and it ponders, toils and it takes, it stretches and breathes, is lonely and long. This ride, what a ride. Oh my, what a ride. Well, it calls and it follows and it breaks down your door. It bleeds you dry and it asks you for more. It shows up your work and it makes you insane, and it loses your keys, leaves you crying in rain. It's costly and violent, it's a sorrowful song. But I'm thankful by and by my love. If I'm talking too much, just give me a shove. If I'm walking too fast, maybe pick it on up. It's just like old yellow lonesome dove. We hate how it ends, but you can't get enough. This ride, it lifts and it gives and it singles you out. It shames and it blames and it gives and it doubts. It inspires and it opens our eyes, and it heals and it calls and it slips and it falls and it steals. Remember your dignity, your husbands and mothers.
Shovels and Rope. Their new album, Little Seeds, is out now. They've also got an album of covers called Busted Jukebox Volume 1, featuring Mountain Stage favorites like the Milk Carton Kids and Lucius, Shovels and Rope. Our thanks to all of our guests, Shovels and Rope, Todd Snider, Rhett Miller, River Whyless, and Joe Purdy. Our thanks to all of you folks here for being with us tonight at the Culture Center in Charleston, West Virginia. Special thanks to all of you listening on the radio. Without you, there would be no Mountain Stage. We hope you'll be with us next time for a special Best Of edition featuring Judy Collins, Ari Hest, Brett Dennen, and more. Mountain Stage is produced by Larry Gross and Adam Harris. Associate producers are Jeff Shirley and Vasilia Skoris. Assistant producer is Joni Deutsch. Production manager is Paul Flaherty. Engineered by Francis Fisher, Richie Collins, Jim Raines, and Patrick Stevens. Our web producer is Josh Saul. Production assistants by Michael Lipton, Joey Ansel, Mary Lee, Lance Schrader, Chris Mead, and Woogie. Photographic services provided by Brian Blauser. Promotions coordinated by Michael Lipton, Adam Harris, Josh Saul, and Music in Motion Promotions. Lodgings provided by the Marriott Town Center Hotel, centrally located for the business and pleasure traveler here in downtown Charleston, West Virginia. Why don't you go out and hear some live music wherever you are, just as soon as you can. I'm Conor Knighton, filling in for Larry Gross. You've been listening to Mountain Stage, live performance radio from the mountain state of West Virginia. Phil Chess, the founder of legendary Chess Records, recently passed away. We're going to go out tonight with a little waltzer song from Chess, My Babe. My babe, don't stand no cheating, my babe. Oh yeah, she don't stand no cheating, my babe. Oh yeah, she don't stand no cheating. She don't stand none of that midnight creeping, my babe. True little baby, my babe. Shovels and rope.
My babe, I know she loves me, my babe. Oh, my babe, I know she loves me, my babe. Oh, my babe, I know she loves me. She don't do nothing but kiss and hug me, my babe. I know she loves me, my babe.
Michael Lipton on guitar. Kennedy on guitar. Todd Snider's gonna sing a verse.
Well, my baby don't stand no cheating, my baby. Well, my baby don't stand no cheating on my baby. Well, my baby, she don't stand no cheating. Everything she says sound pleasing. My baby don't stand no cheating, my baby.
Todd Snider on harmonica. Rhett Miller.
Yeah, my baby don't stand no fooling, my baby. Oh yeah, my baby don't stand no fooling, my baby. Oh yeah, she don't stand no fooling, my baby don't do no cooling, my baby. Don't stand no fooling, my baby.
Rob Soul on harmonica. Hallie for Whyless on fiddle. Joe Purdy's gonna sing a verse.
Yeah, my baby don't stand no cheating, my baby. Oh, yes, he don't stand no cheating, my baby. Oh, yes, he don't stand no cheating. She don't stand no midnight creeping, my baby. She's a little old girl, my baby.
River Whyless.
My babe, I know she loves me, my babe. My babe, I know she loves me, my babe. My babe, I know she loves
do so pleases my babe, true little baby. My babe, true little baby, my babe. Woo! My babe, true little baby, my babe. Thank you all so much for coming out.